The race for the White House.
Exactly 2 weeks till the final votes. Our team has the latest on Vice President Harris and former President Trump. They've hit key battleground states. We're tracking the early voting in this tight race. Millions of Americans have already cast their ballots. Rachel Scott starts us off in North Carolina. Good morning, Rachel.
George, good morning to you. Exactly 2 weeks to go. 37 states, including right here in North Carolina, have already started early voting. This is where the former president has a rally tonight. It's a must-win for his campaign. But in the final stretch, Donald Trump using increasingly incendiary rhetoric to attack Vice President Kamala Harris and still pushing false claims about the administration's response to the hurricane. With the election only 2 weeks away, Donald Trump crisscrossing battleground North Carolina.
And a very special hello to North Carolina.
The former president surveying the damage from Hurricane Helene, still pushing false and debunked claims that the federal government diverted disaster funds to undocumented migrants. Officials warn disinformation has led to violent threats against FEMA workers, something Trump refused to condemn.
If they were doing a great job, I think we should say that too, because I think they should be rewarded. But if they're not doing, does that mean that if they're doing a poor job, we're supposed to not say it?
At his rally in Greenville, Trump promising mass deportations, vowing to invoke an 18th century law that allows officials to detain people from other countries that the U.S. is at war with. It was last used to justify Japanese internment during World War II.
Think of that. 1798. That's when we had real politicians that said we're not going to play games. We have to go back to 1798 to target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operating on American soil. We're going to knock the hell out of them.
In the final stretch, Trump and his allies making false claims about transgender rights, making it part of their closing message to voters, flooding the airwaves with ads casting Harris as extreme. Overnight, Trump also accusing Harris of attacking religion, even after she visited 2 Georgia churches over the weekend.
Very destructive to evangelicals and to the Catholic Church. And she is, let me put it this way, Ben, she is your worst nightmare.
The former president trying to court Christian voters, just one day after making vulgar remarks about golf legend Arnold Palmer.
When he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable.
Palmer's daughter criticizing those comments in an interview with ABC News.
Come there and talk about, hackneyed anecdotes from the locker room seemed disrespectful and inappropriate to me. The people in Western Pennsylvania deserve substance, not stories that intimate a closer relationship than actually existed.
Yeah, Palmer's daughter telling me those comments for Trump were crude. As the former president continues to blitz the battleground states, Elon Musk is continuing to hand out million-dollar checks to voters who signed his super PAC's petition. Only registered voters qualify, but this morning it is prompting new calls, this time from former Republican officials who are calling for the Justice Department and the Pennsylvania District Attorney's Office to investigate. Of course, it is illegal to pay anyone to register to vote, Michael.
Yeah, it sure is there, Rachel. Thank you so much for pointing that out for us.